With the lines of reality becoming more and more blurred, boy, could it be possible that we're actually living in a simulation?
Are we living in a simulation?
Are we living in a simulation?
Are we living in a simulation?
But are we living in a simulation? You would say
100%. We've already had so much evidence of simulated realities, from video games we create to actual simulations we run to understand our universe better. For example,
Rockstar Games have officially announced the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer.
Game that everyone has been wanting since years and years ago.
Our expectations are high though, and I'm honestly so excited for this.
This looks so realistic!
GTA 6 is coming out in a few months. That is probably going to be one of the most realistic simulated realities that we've created so far. So as we continue progressing and we get to GTA 26, can you imagine how realistic that's going to be?
Nah, man, technology's changing. Video games are getting too realistic these days. Growing up, I used to play video games where I was a plumber who used to jump over barrels a pixelated gorilla would throw at you. But now you play games these days, and you're just a fucking plumber.
It's like video games are getting more realistic, and certain patterns that you see is like, man, is this a coincidence or is this actually coded in?
I would say that by definition, we live in a simulation. This is a simulation of what would happen if you took the laws of physics and let them play out for 14 billion years. But what simulation theory pretty much says is that if it's possible for us to create a realistic simulation in any way, shape, or form, then that simulation will eventually be created, and then it will be possible to create a realistic simulation in that simulation, and then it'll be possible to do it in that simulation, and so on and so forth, so that there would practically be an infinite number of simulated worlds, but only one real world, and the chance that you'd be living in the real world would be very small. So simulation theory says if it's possible to create a simulation, the chance that we live in a simulation is pretty high.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, Agent K. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
All hail Jay! All hail Jay! All hail Jay!
Definitely possible we could be living in a simulation, almost like the end of Man in Black. Anybody that's seen that, when they're like the first one, when they're playing with the marbles, like they zoom out and the earth is actually just marbles that these bigger aliens are playing with. So I do think it's possible. I think I probably believe in us living in a simulation in a different way than maybe other people would say, because I don't think it's in a way that like we're just in this video game being controlled. I believe in God, and I think everything happens for a reason, and I think we have natural limits and barriers where we can go and what we can do and we cannot do, but we also have a lot of free will. But you could also make the case that some of these video game characters are free will people.
So what you described is very much like a lot of open world games today, where seemingly you can go and do anything in the world and there's seemingly no limits, except there are actually these certain hidden rules. There's, in this world, there's the speed limit. Which is, the speed of light. You can't go faster than the speed of light, because if you did, you would break all the rules of the universe. And so our video games have certain similar features. For example, I remember playing GTA a few years ago.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And thinking, man, this world's so expansive and yada yada. But then you walk by a building and you realize you can't go inside of that building. So it's like, it looks very realistic. It looks like everything's there. But then when you look at the details, you're like, oh, this is just a simulation of reality. It's not quite real.
Wouldn't the difference be in a video game we have limits and stuff? The character's not moving or anything unless it's being played by somebody.
What's causing you to speak right now or move your hands or do anything right now? What's determining that?
Your brain.
Your brain. What controls your brain? What controls your brain? Neurons and chemicals and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what controls those neurons and chemicals? Is it chemistry and physics?
Yes.
Yes. Are you in control of the chemistry and physics?
No, you're making an argument that it's like your brain is already programmed the decisions you make and all of that. You think you're making your own
It just
decision, but
seems,
it's
it just is a
programmed.
very convincing illusion.
Okay. Is there a stock involved in this, of building out this technology?
Of course.
I'm about to introduce somebody who needs little introduction.
Simon, he called him a true genius.
There is no other like him.
The returns are crazy.
Like, sometimes I think I'm the smartest person alive, you know?
Please welcome to the stage, Jensen Huang.
And you're probably gonna hear this talk a lot on this channel, NVIDIA, they design the chips that allow us to create these incredible simulations. So NVIDIA, along with companies like AMD, design what are called graphics processing units, GPUs. So your Xbox or your computer or whatever game you're playing that's a 3D simulated world is running on an NVIDIA or an AMD chip. And then the complicated scientific simulations that they're doing in labs to try and understand how the universe works, those are also running on NVIDIA GPUs. So you'll hear about this company in tons of different ways, but this is just another way in which NVIDIA is, helping us understand the universe.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't even have to ask you if you would invest in NVIDIA, because we already do, and I know you would. You would invest more. So anyway, let us know what you guys think. Are we actually living in a simulation, and what do you think about NVIDIA's involvement? How involved will they continue to be with this simulation theory, and are you buying into it? Drop your take in the comments.
Like and subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. And remember,
this is all just for stocks and giggles.